So tomorrow marks the 13-year anniversary that I have been married to my husband. And I was just sitting here pondering on what realization have I came to that has propelled my marriage in such a beautiful direction. And that is my belief that the sole purpose of marriage, in my opinion, is to bring both people back to God. Like, through the lived experience and the journey with my husband that I've had thus far, I've had to dig deep within myself, like deep, on levels like that I didn't even know were possible, to pull out this best version of myself, you know. I've learned that I cannot bring my ego into this sacred union that we have built. You know, we've worked hard to build this. We've challenged ourselves and each other to build this. We've had hard conversations that didn't feel so good at times. We've had great conversations. We've gotten to know one another on a very intimate level. And so to bring my ego into this sacred space, it doesn't serve me here. And so I believe that a healthy marriage requires you to be plugged into God as much as you possibly can. You know, because it is really sacred work and a sacred service to commit and be selfless and sacrificial in a way, to love someone in the way that they desire to be loved. You know, it's no place for your ego. And I believe that's something that you have to choose into willingly and joyfully to succeed at it. You know, I believe that you need God as the glue and what bonds you two together. I believe that it has to be the value system for both people involved. Like, it works so much better when you don't have to force someone to have the same belief that you do or value the same thing that you do. They just naturally do it, so you two are aligned in that way, and it works so much more fluently. It's a daily individual choice that you have to choose into. You know, sometimes I sit here and I can't believe, this is the type of marriage that I get to have. You know, it's so fairy tale to me. And our marriage is perfect to me and my husband, you know, and that's all that matters, because it's our idea of perfect. It's so blissful and joyful to us. And we truly, truly enjoy each other's company. We enjoy being around each other all the time. You know, I get to be cherished and adored, and he gets to be cherished and loved and catered to. But I had to get out of my own way, you know, and surrender my faith to God. I had to build with God. You know, I had to understand exactly what it is that God desires for me to have in my life and allow him to bring me that. And I think the most beautiful part of sacred marriage is the fact that it brings the both of you closer to God when you choose to lead in spirit in your marriage and not in your ego. And I think that's what makes it so beautiful.